there, fellow collectors. Shuki here with an unboxing of the Pokemon trading card game Sun and Moon Celestial Storm Booster Box. So again, a huge thanks to the Pokemon Company International for sending me this to unbox. In fact, they sent me two, and we'll be doing another unboxing of these, but we'll be doing a live stream, and I hope to do that very, very soon. I will include information down in the description below on a date for that, as well as advertise it on my Twitter account and Facebook. So if you follow me on social media, you should know when that will happen. But huge thanks to them for supplying me with this booster box to open. So Celestial Storm is the newest set. It just came out roughly a week or so ago. And I'm very excited for this one. There's a lot of cool things in here. Stackatacka-GX, Rayquaza-GX, obviously. There's Drachi Prism Star. There's Blaziken-GX, Articuno-GX, Scizor-GX. Scizor actually seems really neat, but I digress. There's lots of cool things in this, so I'm very much looking forward to ripping this open and seeing what we get. So as I rip this apart, again, I want to thank the Pokemon Company International for sending this my way. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and just jump right into it to the best of our ability. There we go. Nice, smooth-ish place to work. So smooth-ish, I say. I'll go ahead and start with the right side of the box first. So, real quick, I do want to make a couple notes. I'm going to pull this pack off frame. I just want to figure out how the code cards are laid out. Though sometimes they can be laid out differently in the set. Because one, I use the code cards for online purposes. And two, okay, so spoiler alert, this is a green one. The backs of the code cards, if they're green, have nothing in them. If they are white, they have a holographic or better in them. So I wanted to figure out how to pull the code card away so that I didn't spoil it for myself too. So we got this. I think I figured it out now. So I will be pulling some packs off of frame. Just wanted to tell you why. Darkness Energy, Copycat. A lot of these cards also are going to be very old. There's reprints. I use the term reprint loosely because they're kind of more spiritual successors to old Ruby and Sapphire era cards, and there's some that are old Neo cards as well. And this is when I started playing competitively, so this set's very nostalgic to me. So I'm very much looking forward to these cards. So Copycat, Loudred, Energy Recycle System, Voltorb, Slugma, Bagon, Baltoy, Beldum, a reverse Chinchou, and a Regice is our rare. So we're just going to keep the normal rares with everything else, but we'll pull out the reverse hollows. Alright. Lightning Energy, Tate and Liza, very, very cool new supporter card. Shuffle your hand in your deck and draw 5. Obviously, that's a little bit less than Cynthia, but it's still pretty good. And then it also has the ability, you can choose one or the other, to switch your active Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. So to me, this is a very valuable card just because I love having, yeah, you get less cards than Cynthia, but you have that option to use this as a switch should you really need to. So I love having that kind of extra sort of oomph. Cacturn, Weepin' Bell, Voltorb, Trico, Gulpin, Whismur, Shuppet, love the artwork, a reverse Torchic, and Steven's Resolve is a trainer card, but it is a holographic trainer card. So that is pretty cool. Search your deck for 3 cards, put them in your hand, and your turn ends. There is a Metagross in this set that has an ability that says your turn doesn't end when you play that card. So, very cool. Unfortunately, the Metagross just isn't that great, but it is a cool concept nonetheless. So, I appreciate it. Psychic Energy, Sableye, this is one of the old reprinted cards. Huntail, Minun, Slugma, Bagon, Baltoy, Beldum, Lotad, a reverse Minior, and a Sceptile is our rare. Pretty cool ability that stops damage from Ultra Beasts to your grass Pokemon. So that's pretty cool. Alright. Messed that one up quite a bit. Hey. Nuzleaf. TV Reporter. Another reprinted supporter card. Dunsparce. This was the MVP back in the day. Unfortunately, it is no longer the MVP. I feel like there's just better cards out there now, but it's cool to see him again. Back on, Whismur, Trico, another different Trico, a Whismur, a Jirachi Prism Star. This one's pretty cool. Its ability, Wish Upon a Star. If you took it as a face-down prize card during your turn and your bench isn't full, you can put it down on your bench, and then you take one more prize card. So that's just really cool. Unfortunately, if you don't have that bench space, you can't do it. So you can't take that additional prize card. But this does circumvent things like Garbotoxin and Power of Alchemy from Alolan Muck. So the ability does work regardless, because it is activating while you're taking the prize card, as opposed to being in your hand or anything like that. So a neat little touch, if I do say so myself. No EXs yet, or GXs, which is a little unfortunate. TV Reporter, Life Herb, another reprinted trainer card. Gorbis, Cacnea, Mudkip, Seedot, Beldum, Alolan Rattata. Does it say Call for the Boss? I love that. Reverse Sableye, and ooh, a Lunala. Holographic card. Shadow Shield, Full Moon Ray. It's pretty cool. Not too bad so far. We're only a couple packs in, so I can't really argue with that. Metal Energy, Lure Ball. Sort of reprinted. I think the effect is completely different, though. Rainbow Energy. We've had Rainbow Energy in format for quite a while now. Gorbis, Whismur, Trico. Another Trico, again, another Whismur, wow. Voltorb, a Reverse Beldum, and a Regirock is our rare. Alright, we got a Water Energy. Fisherman, another reprinted trainer, though we had a Fisherman in XY at some point, I believe. Pupitar, Kecleon, Electrike, Cacnea, Torchic, Shuppet, Mudkip, Nuzleaf, and Blaziken-GX. That was really weird, I apologize. Slash for 60 for double colors isn't too bad at all. Explosive Kick, 210, discard 2 fire energies from this Pokemon. Blaze Out GX, discard 2 energy from your opponent's Pokemon. So he's not fantastic, but at the same time, 210 for 3 energy. And Fire has some decent acceleration going for it with stuff like Kiawe, as well as there's a different Blaziken that should have been in this set but isn't. I think it's coming out in Dragon Majesty. So that kind of goes perfectly with this because it attaches fire from the discard. So very, very cool. Let me grab a sleeve. Of course, it's upside down, because why wouldn't it be? But there we go. So we got a Blaziken-GX. Very, very cool. Moving right along, we have a Lightning Energy, a Life Herb, Sky Pillar, a new stadium card, Torkoal, Spinarak, Torchic, Slackoth, Shuppet, Trico, a Reverse Tantalizer, will always like that, and back-to-back GXs with Stackatacka-GX, and I'm very thankful for that because I still needed a couple. Stackatacka is really cool. Your Ultra Beasts take 10 less damage, which I think in general is just really neat. But it's actually not too bad of an attacker. The normal attack is only 120, which is pretty bad. But he is very tanky at a 180 HP basic, so he might be able to take a hit or two, or probably just one. But so you're two-shotting things. But Assembly GX is this attack does 50 more damage for each prize card you've taken. So if you've taken 4 prize cards, you're doing 250 damage. So I think the GX attack I think is pretty valuable. Especially, I've been playing Naganadel with Stackatacka, and I like it quite a bit. I'm not going to say like it is the most valuable deck in the format or anything like that, but I do like it a lot. It makes Naganadel very tanky, and I don't know, it was fun. It was fun. Plus that GX attack is just really cool, because Naganadel isn't going to use his GX attack too much. There's a Plusle, Pokénav, another reprinted trainer, Vigoroth, Cacnea, Torchic, Shuppet, Mudkip, Bagon, a reverse Lure Ball, and a, oh, that's the wrong pile, and a Claydol is our rare. Unfortunately, it is not the old Claydol from Sandstorm? Is Claydol from EX Sandstorm? I don't remember offhand, but it was a, like, put 2 at the bottom and shuffle kind of thing. So, I don't know. It was a really good Claydol. Very expensive Claydol as well. So we got a Fighting Energy, Shelgon, Pelipper, Solrock, Wailmer, Spinarak, Larvitar, Slackoth, Love Disc, a Reverse Huntail, and wow, we're hitting all the GXs on this side of the box. Mr. Mime GX. Unfortunately, he's not too great either, but he's a spiritual successor to the Mr. Mime EX from way back in the day. Magic Evens prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by your opponent's attacks. If that damage is exactly 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200, 210, 240, or 260. If it's higher than that, tough, I guess. But it's a fun card. I don't think it's going to do good or anything like that, but it is a fun card. There is a Magic Odds version of Mr. Mime GX. Unfortunately, that one is not out yet. Might be in Dragon Majesty. It might be pushed to our 8th set. Might come out as a promo. I don't really know. But there is another version of Mr. Mime on the horizon. So, there's that. Mr. Mime! Mime! Good stuff. Moving right along, we got Bill's Maintenance, another reprinted trainer, Cacturn, Lombre, Onyx, Baltoy, Bagon, Torchic, Love Disc, a Reverse Electrike, and a Medicham is our rare. It's nothing too crazy there. Alright, we got a Dark Energy, Switch. This is the old print of Switch from Ruby Sapphire era, so it's technically a new print of Switch, while still being an old print of Switch. Lantern, another old card. Spinarak, Larvitar, Slackoth. Look at his booty. Look at the pink booty. Love Disc, Electrike, a Reverse Swampert, which is a really neat card. I dig this quite a bit. Power Draw. Once during your turn, before you attack, you may discard a card from your hand, and if you do, draw 3 cards. So it's a little bit better than Zoroark, but it's a stage 2, so that is a little bit of a bummer. But Hydro Pump does 80 damage plus 20 more for each water energy attached to this Pokemon. So if you're playing strictly a water deck, you need 3 energies. If you're not playing DCEs, that's 1, 2, 3, so 60 additional damage. So you're looking at 140 base for Hydro Pump, which isn't too bad. So that's definitely pretty neat. Unfortunately, his HP is only 160. But we also got... Oh, terrible. I'm the only person doing unboxing videos that would go, oh, terrible, at Electrode GX Hyper Rare. But it is. Electrode's not too great of a card. Extra Energy Bomb. Once during your turn, you may attach 5 energy cards rather from your discard pile to your Pokemon, except Pokemon GXs or EXs. Any way you like. If you do, this Pokemon is knocked out. So your opponent takes 2 prizes because you're knocking out your own GX. But I don't know, the 5 energy might be very beneficial to you. So I don't know, but it just doesn't seem that great to me. Electro Ball's not good, and Crash and Burn GX 30. Discard any amount of energy from your Pokemon. This attack does 50 more damage for each card you discarded in this way. So I guess it's a way to power up your Electrodes. So our Hyper was a Electrode that is kind of sad to me. Obviously, you're gunning for the Hyper Rayquaza just because it's the big money card of this set. So that's what you're gunning for. Electrode is one of the cheapest ones in the set, so it's a little unfortunate on my part, and it's not one I'm needing for a deck or anything, but I don't know. You get one in every box, so it's not like I feel lucky or anything. In fact, I actually feel unlucky. But oh well, what are you going to do? Surskit, Sneasel, Shuppet, Mudkip, Beldum, a Reverse Loudred, and a Manectric. Has a pretty interesting ability. If you go first, or if you go second, and this Pokemon's in your hand, you can just play it as your active right away. So it's a neat little effect. 40 damage, you can attach 2 basic energies from your hand to your bench Pokemon. It's a nice little starter for electric decks. Getting it in your hand and going second, I feel is a little bit of an issue. But it's got a really cool effect, so I dig that at the very least. I just don't know how much you're actually going to be able to pull that off. But Talonflame seemed to work, for the most part, for all of those decks back in the day. So, Combuskin, Licia, another new supporter. Search your deck for 2 Prism Star cards and reveal them, put them into your hand. This isn't too helpful right now, but I feel it will be in the future once we start getting some Prism Star Stadium cards and stuff like that. So it might find its purpose in the future. Beast Ball, look at your face down prizes and you can pull a Ultra Beast from there. So again, not too necessary. IMHO. A Reverse Life Herb is pretty cool, and a Heatran holographic card. Pretty neat. They're printing a lot of Heatrans lately. Not sure why exactly, but Ultra Prism had a Heatran. I think the last 3 sets have all had a Heatran in them. I know Ultra Prism had a Heatran. I think there was a reprint of it as a different type in Forbidden Light. So just all the Heatrans. Minior, Volbeat, Pelipper, Sneasel, Shuppet, Mudkip, Beldum, Wailmer, a Reverse Surskit, and Deoxys is our rare. Unfortunately, it is not the Deoxys I am looking for. There is a holographic Deoxys in its attack form that has a psychic attack that I think does 30 more for each energy on the defending Pokemon, which just in general is pretty good, especially as a basic non-GX attacker. Hopefully we'll pull one. Swalot, Underground Expedition, Minior, Bellsprout, Phanpy, Clamperl, Skitty, Lotad, a Reverse Victory Bell, and a normal Swampert as our rare. I do want to try to do something with Swampert. I think it's pretty fun. I just haven't quite figured out the exact quirks for it yet. Like what to partner it with exactly. Maybe Ninetales? Alola Ninetales GX, maybe? I don't know. I like Ninetales. Anyway, Marshtomp, Solrock, the Master Royale, which is totally not Kukui. I don't know what you're talking about. Slugma, Beldum, Larvitar, Wailmer, Bellsprout, a Reverse Baltoy, and our Registeel is our rare. Did anyone watch Lucario and the Mystery of Mew that had the Reggies in it? And they made the most, like, god-awful screechy noise. And it, like, I hated it. I love that movie, though. That's, like, one of my top movies. But, I don't know, the Reggies freak me out. New version of How, and I say version lightly, it's just new art. Same effect. Metang, Last Chance Potion. If your Pokemon has 30 HP or less remaining, you get to heal 120 from it. It's a cool thing. I just don't think it's good, but I like its concept quite a bit. A Reverse Dunsparce, that's really cool, and a Grumpig is our rare. I really wish this Grumpig was the one I used to build a deck around back in the EX era. It would be terrible now. It was a old Grumpig that I think it did damage, like 60 or 80 damage, and switched. We're going to kind of clean this up a little bit. And it switched with someone on your bench, and so I played Fossils. Because back in the day, the Fossils didn't, like, you couldn't take a prize card from knocking out a Fossil. So I would attack with the Grumpig, and then I would switch with a fossil on my bench, so they were forced to knock out the fossil and not take a prize. It was cool. I liked it. But this is what we got out of 1/2 of the box. So we should have maybe 2 full arts, or GX and a full art. On the other side of the box, we should have, I think, at least 1 more Prism Star as well. So, moving right along, let's not waste any time and hop right into it. Left side of the box, first pack. How? Underground Expedition, Tropius, Wingull, Spoink, Chinchou, Onix, Bagon, a reverse Torgu, and a Victory Bell, Hollow. So that is very nice. Fragrant Trap. Everyone else really like James's Victory Bell? James just has very abusive Pokemon. Like Growlithe, I feel, was the most least abusive Pokemon of James's. Because it just, like, tackled him and licked him a lot. But, like, Victory Bell ate him. Cacnea, like, did weird things to his head. I'm not even going to mention Marini. Apricorn Maker. Pretty cool card. It gives you balls. Search your deck for 2 items that have ball in their name. So it's technically a good way to get like nest balls, timer balls, stuff like that. Donphan, Scyther, Sneasel. This is old Neo Genesis Sneasel. Haven't really mentioned that yet. Not particularly good in this format, but it's better than any of the other Sneasels we have. C-Dot, Gulpin, I forgot there was 2 C-Dots. Beldum, a reverse Pupitar, and a Regice is our rare. It's nothing too great on this side of the box yet. I like that art style on the Pupitar. It's pretty neat. I like it. Don't judge me. I also like the Pokemon made of yarn because it reminds me of Yoshi's Woolly World and Kirby's Epic Yarn. It's a good reason, right? Switch, Loudred, Masquerain, Spoink, Chinchou, Onix, Bagon, whoop, Bellsprout, a reverse C-Dot, and Claydol is our rare. Unfortunately, that is not the C-Dot I want. I want the 60 HP C-Dot. Shiftry is super good. I hope we pull a Shiftry. Just because I need more, because I want to build the Shiftry deck, and I still need, I think, 2. If I remember correctly. But so I hope we get some Shiftries. But we shall see. So yeah, I'm looking for the reverse C-Dots, obviously, to bling out my deck. Hiker, Energy Switch, Rainbow Brush, Shubbit, Sneasel again, Whismur, Mudkip, C-Dot, that's the one I want the reverse of. A reverse Lunala, and a Regirock is our rare. So we're getting a lot of duplicate rares, it seems. I don't actually know how many rares are in the set. It might be a case of just not having a whole lot of rares in the set. I know there's a few instances where there was like so few hollows in the set that it was like really easy to get a full set of them. So we'll see. I'm not really sure. Lurball, Oricorio, which is very out of place in like this very Hoenn driven set. Swalot, Lotad, Phanpy, Wingull, Trico, Voltorb, reverse the Masked Royale, and yes, a Scizor-GX. I almost said EX. Yes, this is a pretty fun card. Lots of text on this card. I just really realized that. Danger Perception. If this Pokemon's running HP is 100 or less, the attacks do 80 more damage, which is super cool. So if he has 110 HP remaining or less, you're doing some big damage. Steel Wing for 160 during your opponent's turn. Everything does 30 less, keeping you alive a little bit more. Attach a Metal Frying Pan to this, giving even more HP. Crosscut GX for 100 plus. If your opponent's active Pokemon is an evolution Pokemon, attack does 100 more damage. So basically, if you have a choice band on this, most probably dead, or at least close to dead. But really cool, Scizor-GX. So I don't know. Will we still get 2 full arts? We might not. Which is a little bit of a shame because full arts are beautiful and I love them. I especially want a trainer. I haven't gotten a full art trainer of anything. I want one really bad. Hustle Belt, Oricorio, Tropius, Sneasel, Whismur, Mudkip, Seedot, Wingull, Pokénav, and wow, the GX count in this box is insane. Palossand-GX, which actually is really terrible. But I love Palossand as a Pokemon. He's one of my favorite of the new Alolan Pokemon. I just like the idea of a ghost sandcastle is beautiful to me. But Eerie, Light, your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused. Very basic. Absorb Life, 100, heal 20 damage. Sandy Fear GX. Look at the top 13 cards of your opponent's deck. Discard any number of Pokemon you find there. This attack does 60 damage for each card you discard in this way. Your opponent shuffles the other cards back into their deck. Can you imagine if you discarded everything? Oh, that'd be insane. Like, this would actually be a super good card if you got to mill 13 cards. Charizard-GX mills 10. But can you imagine if you milled that many cards and got a knockout? Like, that would just be dangerous. So, we'll see if we hit anything else in this box. Like, the fact that we haven't hit any full arts is really weird. But, I don't know. We'll see. This could just be a really killer box. Batang, Apricorn Maker, Hiker, Alolan Rattata, Voltorb, Trico, Gulpin, Whismur, a Kartana, just the normal art Kartana, and a Grumpig. So pretty cool. Moving right along. Getting quite the trash pile over here. We got a Water Energy, Weeping Bell. Did I? Yeah, I moved him. Friend Ball, Mawile, Skitty, Spinarak, Bagon, different Bagon, Clamperl, a Reverse Oricorio, and a Banette is our rare. Unfortunately, not a Banette GX, which is a pretty cool card, which I have yet to pull any of in my Celestial Storm openings thus far. Which a lot haven't been on camera, I will admit that. Still got a lot of toy-related stuff I gotta get to before I feel comfortable overloading with the card unboxings. But we'll get there. We'll get there in time. Nuzleaf, Friend Ball, Rare Candy. This is the old Sandstorm art for Rare Candy. So it's really nostalgic to bring this back. Like, Rare Candy was like $15 at one point back in the day. It was absurd. Vulpix, Trico, Gulpin, Whismur, Shubbit, a Reverse Whismur, and a Groudon is a holo. Almost caught me off guard. I thought it was a normal rare. Holo Groudon. Pretty neat. Will not say no to that. Mostly because if you say no to Groudon, he's just going to come and smash you. Alright, moving along. We're running down on packs here. Got maybe 7 left or so, give or take. Shrine of Punishment. Great stadium card for decks that don't run GXs. Put 1 damage counter on each Pokemon GX and EX, both yours and your opponent. So if you don't run GXs, that is the stadium of choice. Acrobike got reprinted, which is really cool. Super Scoop Up also got reprinted. Trico, Cacnea, Mudkip, Seedot, Beldum, a Reverse Rattata, a Alolan Rattata, mind you, and a Regice is the rare. Yeah, this box's ratios are just really strange. This set's ratios in general, I feel, are kind of strange. Psychic Energy, Oricorio, Donphan is the old Neo Genesis Donphan, I think. Vigoroth, Mudkip, Whismur, Cacnea, Love Disc, Trico, Latias Prism Star. Pretty cool. So this one, Dreamy Mist, 3 damage. Attach a basic energy card from your discard pile to each of your basic dragon Pokemon. So if you got a lot of basic energy cards in that bench, load them up. Great for the Rayquaza deck. And there is another Deoxys. So very cool. There is our other Prism Star. Each box generally has around 2 Prism Star cards. I think there's only 3 in the set. Latias, Latios, and Jirachi, I believe, are the only 3 Prism Stars in the set. Fire Energy, another Copycat, Loudred, Energy Recycle System, Cacnea, Mudkip, Seedot, Beldum, Alolan Rattata, a Reverse Friend Ball, and a Mech Cargo. Finally, I wanted to talk about this card, and we just didn't pull one. Smooth Over. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for a card, shuffle your deck, and then put it on top. So it's kind of like a Mallow as an ability, and you only get one. It's a pretty interesting card. It was huge back in the day with the Ludicolo, which also got reprinted in this set. Oddly enough, like that whole deck got reprinted. It's really strange. But so it was a really good card back in the day. For Smooth Over and then Swing Dance on Ludicolo. Got you to draw that card that you search. So you got a free search every turn. Now a lot of people are trying to partner it up with Zoroark. So now you get to search for one of the cards that you want and then trade and then pull it. So it's again a guaranteed search. So really interesting. It kind of wastes a lot of deck space in my humble opinion. But you can't ignore the fact that you get a free search. Last Chance Potion, Licia, Torkoal, Love Disc, Spinarak, Torchic, Slackoth, Shubbit, Reverse Mudkip, and a Wailord. I love Wailord. Wailord's one of my favorite Pokemon. Unfortunately, he hasn't gotten a good card in a while. There was a Wailord EX that took the last national championships by storm. And then it switched to international championships after that. But I love Wailord. He's cool. Fighting Energy is Sableye, Huntail, Minun, Bellsprout, Wailmer, Beldum, Shuppet, Torchic, Reverse Mawile, and an Exploud is just our rare. Dangerous Concert. Exploud went to one too many concerts. Or did one too many concerts. He lives dangerously. Dangerous Concert. I love that. Alright, we got like 4 more packs left. See what we got. Lombre, Mawile, Acrobike, Spinarak, Torchic, Slackoth, Shuppet, Trico, a Reverse Kecleon, and a Kartana is our rare. Kecleon's really funny. It's got Unit Color 2. There's another Kecleon with Unit Color 1. And then there will be one with Unit Color 3. So it's based around each of the Unit Energy cards that were in the last couple sets. And so if this one has the Psychic Lightning Metal unit card attached, it's all of those types. Which isn't really helpful at all. Its attack only does 80, so with weakness you're only hitting for 160. So he's not super helpful in that regard because he takes 3 energy. If, like, it took 1, that would be different, but I don't know. He's not that helpful. I like the little gimmick, though. I think the gimmick's cool. Got a Fairy Energy, TV Reporter, Life Herb, Gorbis, Surskit, Onyx, Baltoy, Bagon, whoop, Torchic, and Reverse Onyx, and Deoxys Speed Form. Again, not pulling the Deoxys I want. Also not pulling the Celesteela I want. Oh well, we did get all these other holos. So there's that. Plus, like I said, I will be doing another booster box unboxing live. Just not sure when, so hopefully that one will be a little bit better with the pulls I need. Huntail, Grovyle, almost said Gorbis, Energy Switch, Slackoth, Surskit, Slugma, Larvitar, Whismur, a Reverse Shuppet, and another Wailord. Alright, this is our last pack. Get some last pack magic. Can we do it? Dark Energy, Fisherman, Pupitar, Kecleon, Onyx, Baltoy, Bagon, Torchic, Love Disc, a Beast Ball, and a Banette is our rare. So this box was absurdly weird. We did get 2 Prisms, like I said we should have. So we got Jirachi and Latias. None of the Prisms in the set are particularly all that bad, so that's cool. In terms of holos, do we only have 4 holos? Why did I put Bennett over here? I put everything over here. I'm a scrub. We got 4 holos? Are you sure that's right? Heatran, Lunala, Victory Bell, Groudon. Yeah, there's nothing else here. We double check the stack over here. Like, I feel there should have been at least one more holo. Are we checking the reverses? That's not the stack to check. I don't know. I'll go through this really quick afterwards and make an addendum if I somehow put one back in there on accident. But 4 holos is absurdly low. We did get a hyper rare with Electrode, but we got 5 normal GXs. No full arts. Like, this box was weird. Normally a box will have either 4 GXs, a full art, and a hyper, or it will have like 4 GXs and 2 full arts, or something along the lines of that. Because I opened a Celestial Storm box that didn't have a hyper in it at all for my judge support from pre-releases. So this is kind of weird. I've never had this happen before with no full arts but 5 GXs. So like, I can't really complain. I mean, 4 and 6, so 10 hits total, like, out of the box. So I can't complain about that. It's just really strange. Like, I've never had that happen before. So we got the Electro, we got Palisand, Scizor, or Scizor, depending on how you want to say it, Mr. Mime, Stackatacka, and Blaziken. So a nice little lineup. Some really good, some very mediocre. Very interested in the Scizor, of course. I would not mind trying to build that. Same with Blaziken. Lots of cool things on the horizon. So yeah, this box was just really, really strange. But hey, I can't complain for strange. Makes for some exciting content, I suppose. So yeah. Again, huge thanks to the Pokemon Company International for sending this my way to unbox. Next up, we'll be taking a look at the 2 theme decks for this set. And like I said, we'll be opening up another booster box live on this channel. Stay tuned to the description for this video, as well as my social media accounts for when that will happen. Hopefully you can turn in, hang out for a bit, and open up some packs. So again, huge thanks to the Pokemon Company International for sending this my way. And that about does it for this unboxing. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And if you have any questions about this set, strategies, deck building, anything like that, leave them down in the comments below. But for now, take care and have a great one. Bye. I'd like to thank Mike, Joey, Joe, John, Josh, VZ17, and all my fans who support me on Patreon.